What's up, everybody? It's Rondy Wooten here. The Iron Banner has returned to Destiny. Oh man, and it's pretty great. I actually did an entire take of this, talked for 10 minutes, about 8.5 minutes in. The audio got all fucked up and turned off, so maybe we'll have a little bit more fun with this one. That guy lost his head, and I'm not giving it back. This is the first time the Iron Banner has been up since the April update. Really enjoying it. It's Clash, so go out there and kill people, don't cap any zones. It's not like none of y'all ever did that anyway. Every time I play on Banner, I queue solo. Nobody caps zones. Everybody forgot how to do it. And I'm having fun with my Titan. I'm using my Twilight Garrison. My primary is Nirwen's Mercy. Fuck what they said about pulse rifles. I still love pulse rifles. I still rock Nirwen's. I've been using it ever since it debuted as an Iron Banner reward. When 2.0, when the Taken King launched, the thing fires like a laser beam. You point it at somebody's head, or their body, or their arm, the big toe, little toe. You fuck them up with it. You hold the trigger until there's no more health bar left. That's what you do. They did tweak some things with this April update. So you got Challenge of Elders. There's a new thing to do in the Reef. Go check that out. They actually made fusion rifles viable. Go check that shit out. Nerfed the last word into the ground. Hawkmoon's pretty good. Suros regime is actually great. I'm not going to go in depth about a 6.5 adjustment on the stability of this, that, or the other. But they changed some things. You can check out the TWAB, aka This Week at Destiny. TWAD, sorry. This Week at Bungie. There you go. That's why it's TWAB. This Week at Bungie. Look, guys. Give me a fucking break. Well, you can check that out to see, oh man, the laser beam. I'm interrupting myself. It's Nirwen. It just feels good. Where was I? Right. Bananas. Bananas are great, dude. Potassium and shit. But let's get back on track here. Taking dudes' heads out, playing Iron Banner, having a lot of fun. I haven't encountered very much lag at all. I'm also seeing a lot of weapon diversity. I'm not getting killed by last words all the time. I had multi-tools, party crasher shotguns. You're still going to see 1,000-yard stare. It is good, but there is just overall a lot more variety that I'm seeing in the weapon types. People are trying to find out what the new meta is. People are settling into different things. Those last word players maybe are trying out IS Luna, maybe going to Hawkmoon, or they're switching weapon types up completely, and you're going to see a lot of Hawksaw, because the vendor role, the Crucible vendor's Hawksaw, is actually phenomenal. So go check that out. There are people who are experimenting with fusion rifles now that they've got improved range and stability. So you're going to see some Vacancy, maybe Split Shifter Pro, a lot of Plan C, of course. So it's just nice. It's nice that things are fresh. Of course, people are trying to get up to 335 light. That's another thing that happened with this update. So just overall, there's this renewed vigor, I guess, in the Crucible. And people trying things out. Everyone's on the hunt for okay, what's OP now? Doctrine of Passing, or as I like to call it, Doctor of Passion. Still a very good auto rifle, as much as I don't like auto rifles. Suros Regime got buffed up, which is cool. You're still going to see Hakon's Hatchet, which is the Iron Banner auto rifle, I believe. If it's not Iron Banner, then it's Trials of Osiris, but I'm pretty sure it's Iron Banner because Passion is Trials of Osiris. And you're going to see some of the Queen stuff, which I actually haven't gotten a hold of myself. It's kind of named in the vein of her Benevolence, her Mercy, but more of those weapons. So this guy, fucking dead to rights. What was he doing? Picking his ass in the corner. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, get in there and play it. And if you are already playing it, share some of your experiences, how your games are going. They also changed up the classes a bit. They buffed Voidwalker Warlocks. They brought back some of the old exotics into year 2, like Purifier Robes. While that's not Voidwalker, you get my point. They brought back some exotics. They increased the light level cap. They shook up the meta a bit with the retooling of the weapons, etc., etc., etc. Hop in there, do it, take advantage, figure out what all the things that I'm leaving out are. This dude, man, he's trying to snipe, but he doesn't realize there's a wall in front of him, so he finally flees. Check this shit out. This is why I love Twilight Garrison, by the way. I think this is the part. I haven't actually really been looking. So this dude tries to run away from me, and then I'm Twilight Garrison over to make the jump, and then he just falls, so I get the kill. It's a lot of fun, dude. Yeah, so they tweaked the classes. Sunsinger Warlocks, they didn't touch Fireball Grenades, which has people butthurt, and it is my main class, so get fucked. But you don't get as much of an overshield when you use the Flame Shield melee perk. Speaking of melee, get fucked. And they also, I guess, reduce the amount of times or the frequency with which you could actually activate the Flame Shield, so it's on a longer cooldown. And I believe, what is it, your radiance actually doesn't last as long if you're using self-res. So if you've got Fireborn active and you actually self-res yourself, you have super for less time than if you just pop super while you're alive. So you might not notice the difference, but it happened. Stormcaller got a bunch of changes. I'm not sure I'm even going to use it anymore, and that was my go-to Warlock subclass in 6s. But, they kind of nerfed Landfall. It doesn't really blind everybody like it used to. You can't pop Titan bubbles with it. And it doesn't last for as long when you're using Transcendence with the super. Transcendence being that ability where if you have full grenade and full melee when you pop super, Transcendence lasts for 15 minutes. Okay, I'm exaggerating, but you get me. You have that one Stormcaller who's like fucking Emperor Palpatine tickle fingering people all match long, it seems. You get team wiped by one Stormcaller, res yourself or get back up, regroup, and the same Stormcaller fucking takes your whole team down again. It was bizarre. It was bonkers. I loved it. They nerfed that down. They didn't do anything suspiciously enough to the Night Stalker on Hunter. They didn't nerf like Shade Step or anything. There were some nerfs to Hammer Titan, but those are old. Those are from a little bit of an older patch, but they're not as OP as they used to be. So, I mean, just, I'm not here to really convey news to you guys. So, things that happened, you can go ahead and check out the TWAB this week at Bungie. You can get on Reddit. You can watch somebody else's video. Like, man, I'm almost tired of talking at all. I'm just putting up a full Iron Banner video because guess what? Iron Banner is up, and I like to put up relevant content every now and then. Something timely for you, for the guy in the comments who says, lol, we wait for 6 weeks and we get one 3-minute video. So, how about you wait for, again, 6 weeks, because consistency isn't in my vocabulary, and you get a 10-minute video. So, 10 minutes and 54 seconds. If you don't round that up to 11 for me, you're part of the problem, man. Just, come on, man, stop. Nah, I don't really care. Fuck it, it is what it is. Throw that nade. Am I gonna die? Fuck. Hey, segue. That burn reminds me of Thorn, which they nerfed, which is really funny to me that every single update, every single patch, they keep trying to nerf and adjust and retool and fix this weapon that doesn't even have a year 2. It's like, it wasn't even enough that you can't go over like 140 or 170 light on the damn thing. It's not enough that it's a year 1 weapon. It's still OP enough for you to still be fixing over a year after the game came out. That's funny. I'm not one to complain. I love the Thorn. I will be the first guy to get on my Sunsinger, throw on those firebolt grenades with Viking Funeral, and use the Thorn on you. It'll do it. If something works, use it. But with that being said, I feel like, honestly, in Destiny, whatever works for you is what works best. If I have great results using Nirwen's Mercy, which I do, and the proof is in the pudding with this video, but I love Nirwen's, but it's because I've been using it for months and got good with the weapon. I'm comfortable with the weapon. And if you can do just as great or better with, like, Spare Change or with Hung Jury, then use that, dude. Like, use what gets you wins. But of course, experiment. If you have a Red Spectre and you've never used it and you don't like auto rifles, give it a try. I encourage you to play with something for a week or at least a weekend. Hop in there, learn the weapon, really dig in there and figure it out. And maybe you'll discover something that you like and you'll get good with something else better than you were before with the other thing. And if not, don't feel pressured. Like, if you've tried the Last Word for months and months and months and it just doesn't work out, and everybody tells you, they swear up and down that it's the best weapon, if it doesn't work for you, then just use something else that actually gets you results. Now, I don't know if the audio just did a weird thing now, but I opened this video by saying that I had recorded already 10 minutes of audio and about 8 minutes in it fucked up on me. So what actually happened again after I rendered the first draft of this one, which I guess is the second draft of the first one, look, don't fuck with me right now. The same thing happened. So at the 9-minute mark, the rest of my audio is just gone, just disappeared, just left. It said it was going to get a pack of cigarettes and then it'd be right back, and lo and behold, single parent mother. But wow, guy, what are you even doing? So I had like an extra minute of conversation that I was going to go through some banner, but I'm just going to let the rest of the video play out. I'm going to fuck up like 12 dudes with Fist of Havoc, and then I'm going to show my KD and my gear at the end of it all. Boom! get fucked. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I've been Rondy Wooten. Take care, everybody. Blah, blah, blah. YouTube.com/astateofgaming. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Coffee Meets Bagel, East Meets East, Farmers Only, Bang Bros, Mi Gente, X Hamster, YouTube. I realize that I said YouTube already. Doesn't really matter. Again, I had another audio splice, so if that last bit that just happened sounded just a bit weird, I'm done, dude. It's harder than it looks. But yeah, Rondy Wooten. Take care, everybody.